For this one, we're going south of the border. Another heavily requested cook, Mexican street corn on the Blackstone Griddle. If you want to see our take on this amazing Mexican dish, then stick around while we dig in.
I can't believe the WALTWINS. They're right there. That's one of them. That's the other one.
I'm the other one. Hey, welcome back. I'm Adam.
I'm Brett.
And we are the WALTWINS. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything that we do together, which is always cooking.
Always!
And it's almost always on the griddle. And we are at it again. And this one has been requested several times.
Yep.
And it finally caught, more and more would catch my attention. Mexican street corn, man.
Yep.
I would love to try that. So today we're throwing it down. And this is a quick cook.
Yes.
It's an easy cook.
Yes.
And part of this whole cook is actually building this amazing topping that we're going to be putting on the corn on the cob once it's cooked. But Brett, let's get to the groceries. What are we talking about? What are we dealing with today?
Today, obviously, the star of the show is corn. And here we go. You can see it's already husked. We couldn't find any that was unhusked because the season came and went. So that's fine. So we've got this corn, which is the star of the show. We're going to be using cilantro, sour cream because we did not have the Mexican crema.
Yes. And I'll talk about that in just a minute.
We're using mayonnaise, feta cheese as a replacement for
Cotija cheese,
which comes from the city of Cotija in Mexico. And so we'll be using that, chipotle powder, zest of a lime, and lime juice as well.
That's right. And so this really is to be truly a Mexican cook. We would love to have that Mexican crema. They didn't have any available in our area, at our Publix. So looking
Our
into
area Publix.
Right, looking into it, we do have the sour cream. The Mexican crema is a little bit saltier and is such an amazing addition. Unfortunately, we didn't have it. Also hard to find for us was the cotija cheese made right from Cotija, Mexico. It is a dry aged cheese that is absolutely superb. The feta cheese actually is a decent replacement.
Yes.
So we're replacing the Mexican cheese with a Greek cheese because, you know, that makes sense.
Why not?
It really does taste good, and we're going to sprinkle that at the end along with that gourmet chipotle pepper. I'm excited about this. Listen, that cilantro and that lime is just, that's all I can smell right now. We haven't even got to the cook. So what we're going to do is we're going to prep the griddle. We're going to put a little bit of oil down, get the corn cooking, and we're just going to really watch it cook and turn. Now, one thing that we did, because like Brett had said, this isn't husking season, so the corn, unfortunately, doesn't have the remains of that husk that if you're in Mexico, they usually use that, the end there, kind of like a handle, so you can grab that and bite right in. But fortunately, we have these bamboo skewers that we were able to use. We'll actually be featuring some of these too in an upcoming kebab cook, so I'm excited about that. But we wanted to show that. So we're gonna get the griddle on, and right now it is coming up to temp. We are on medium low, so the dial setting is about 35 after the hour, just because we wanna monitor this and watch this. We want to start to brown, really cook some of that corn, but we don't want it to blacken or burn. All right, so this is mid to upper 400s. We want about 460, which is about where we'll end up being for this one. This is more closer to the medium, the bottom of medium, than it is the top of low. So about 450, 460 is where we're gonna be for this one. All right, so Brett is going to walk us through what we are putting in to our little topping here.
Yes, so these are the ingredients that we're using right here. I'm gonna start with, we've minced the garlic or pounded it into oblivion. So we're gonna put that in first, followed by, gonna throw in the lime juice. And Adam, by the way, we'll have all these measurements down below. Also, some lime zest.
And that smells so unbelievable.
Yes, it really does. That and the lime juice. And then, of course, gonna add another great smell,
the cilantro.
The cilantro. And now our creaminess. We're gonna start with mayonnaise and the sour cream. A couple of dollops will do you in this one.
All right, Brett, would you like a whisk?
Oh, more than anything in my entire life.
Sounds beautiful. Oh my stars, bro. That looks so
Doesn't
amazing. It? All right, well, that is prepped. Let's get that finished.
And that is it right there.
There we go. That little topping, that looks unbelievable. And I can't wait for that. We're going to go ahead and get the corn on. Now, Brett was asking, hey, don't we want to cook this in butter? I would love to do this in butter. But because the time that it's going to be spending on the griddle, we wanted to just use a little bit of oil. Just get this turned because the butter isn't going to be the star of the show with the flavor with the corn.
Yes.
It's going to be this topping.
Which, by the way, the best way that I can describe it is almost like a cilantro ranch.
That's right.
It's so amazing.
We're going to get that on there. We're going to get some of that cheese crumbly on there, and then we're going to pepper it with that chipotle pepper. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get a little bit of oil going. Okay, so we're just using just a little bit of vegetable oil, and this is just to give it a little bit of a coating here. So let's spread this here, and we're just gonna cook this right here. Now, we ready to get this going, brother?
Yes.
All
I'm
right,
holding the corn here for a reason, bud.
All right, listen. Oh man, so this is not gonna take long at all.
Now we're just gonna get this south of popping.
Yes.
Just kidding, it's not going to pop.
Okay, we'll get these going here. Get my tongs. All right. So you can hear those, and look, it's already starting to turn just a little bit, buddy.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, so real quick, Brett, I'm gonna toss just a little bit of water in here and let this steam just a little bit.
Sure.
Didn't mean to get that right on the oil. Let that steam up. So we'll get a little bit of heat on there.
Actually, it smells good.
Smells really good, dude. Literally, I'm gonna do this about 30 seconds because I don't want this to blacken or overcook.
And then we'll roll them.
That's right. Roll them. All right, here we go. Look at that.
Oh, look at us already kind of getting
slippery sucker. Yeah, dude, look at that coloring.
Oh, wow.
Look, and that's all we're doing is we're just getting color on these. Oh, man. And again, I'm probably being overly cautious. I just don't want these to burn. And so we're just kind of gonna keep turning these and mixing these around.
Now, just so you know, if you're gonna try this and you see a little char that looks burnt, it actually adds a good little flavor to it, a little bite to it. So don't think, oh my gosh, I burned the corn, it's all ruined. No. First of all, it's only gonna be one little section of the corn. And if we were doing this on a grill, it would actually have char marks. So that's gonna be like a built-in part of it anyway.
Right. That's it. So keep turning. Look at that.
That is what you're
See,
talking
that's
about.
what we're talking about. I'm trying to be careful not to squeeze this.
This corn has such a good sweet smell to it.
It does. All right, we're just gonna keep letting this go here. Should keep steaming it.
Close the dome.
So you know we got football on here in the background, which is if you're gonna start
the season.
If you're gonna start a cooking show, make sure that you have football in the background because you're gonna do a lot of cooks. So
Sounded like we had popcorn going on.
it's popping from the steam. I had to double check. I'm like, is that popping?
We opened up. It's like a movie scene of popcorn.
Surprise! Like the old movies where the corn on the cob, the cartoon.
Yes, yes.
So anyway, real quick, the first time I actually had authentic Mexican corn was last year in Utah. I was back in Utah visiting family, and it was a 4th of July. We went to the parade, and then they had a huge festival afterwards. And then there was this booth, and it was a Mexican family that was there cooking and serving up this amazing Mexican street corn. I was like, man, the Mexican street corn I had before was definitely not this. There was a ton of cheese on it, a lot of butter involved, but it wasn't this. So I'm so excited that we've learned how to make this, and now we're sharing this cook with you. So the steam is really helping it cook. We're just trying to get it up to temperature so we're not dealing with some hard kernels. We're just softening the kernels a little bit. That's all. That's the purpose of the steam. And then otherwise, we're gonna get a little bit of char on the outside, like Brett said, a little bit of a sear, I guess you'd say. And then that's it. And we're just waiting. So we'll just keep flipping and going.
And then we dress these bad boys.
One thing I wanted to point out, we talked about doing it medium-low. We turned these all the way down to low. We just turned on the 3rd burner just to give it more heat in there. What happened is when I got this, I forgot my far left side, my hot zone, even on medium-low, cooks closer to 500 degrees.
Yeah.
And so we brought it all the way down, and so it is cooking very, very well. We decided we'd rather cook a little bit longer where we can control it than have it control us, and we're trying to speed up to stay with it.
And that's where the cooling rack will come in to help, because once we feel like one of the pieces of corn is ready, or all of them, we're gonna move them to the cooling rack, and they can sit there and cool / continue to warm, but they're not gonna be on the direct heat, obviously.
That's right. I think we're just about done, dude. Let's give them one more spinny spin.
You could just say one more turn.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yes.
Look at the other side.
Right
It look
there.
like that.
That is what I like to see right there.
Yep. That is perfection.
And that.
All right, man. This will
Any
be the
more
last
water?
one, and then we'll go ahead and
Toss a
film it.
little more water. Oh, yeah. No, that's not satisfying.
That was not.
That's satisfying.
All right, these are ready to go. Let's go ahead and pull them and dress them up. Well, we didn't need the cooling rack, and that is A-okay. These turned out just the way we liked them. We're gonna let them cool just a little bit, and then we're gonna dress these with our spread, with our cheese, and with the pepper.
Yes, and the reason we brought the cooling rack was the assumption that some of the pieces were gonna cook faster than others, only because we know that different areas of this Blackstone cook faster than others, but it ended up being perfect. We didn't need it. It's all done.
Well, there it is.
Boom.
There it is. There is the Mexican street corn bread. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know that we nailed this one perfectly, but it looks and smells unbelievable.
Yes, absolutely. The smell from the corn itself, and then the cilantro, lime,
oh my gosh, my mouth is watering right now.
With the feta cheese that we used in place of the
cotija cheese.
Cotija cheese. And I'll tell you what, the surprise of this dish is the pepper, the chipotle pepper. It's got a smokiness
so good. That smoky flavor was outstanding. But Brett, like we always say, this can look amazing.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
It looks fantastic. This can smell amazing.
I don't know if we've mentioned the smell yet.
But if this doesn't taste amazing, then this was all for naught. Cheers. I'll eat to that, my brother. There's no way to eat this clean. Oh my stars. Oh my word. The lime and that pepper was so perfect.
Yes.
That quick heat that you get from that pepper. And I was worried I put too much pepper on. It might be too much pepper for some people.
Not me.
We even sprinkled more on after.
It adds, it almost, this chipotle that we got, that we actually used, this is Badia ground chipotle. Honestly, taste like when we pulled this off the griddle, we went and put it over an open flame of a campfire.
Like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
This gives it that smokiness, that chipotle pepper, spot on. We're grateful for the recipe. Food Network, food.com. We'll post that below because that was perfect. And that smokiness gives it such an incredible flavor, especially coming off the griddle. Wow, that is, I'm so happy we did
And the feta cheese does actually play a role in this
For
too.
the many people that have requested this, thank you. This will not be the last time this is going on my griddle.
This is for you. Oh, by the way,
I'll get it too. Yeah, there you go. So our people who know this really well, to me this looked a little bit thinner than what I've seen before. Let us know, comment below if this has been a little bit too thin. Regardless, the flavor is outstanding. Most people's favorite vegetable is corn because it is very sweet, it has a great flavor and goes very well with two of my favorites.
Yeah.
Butter and salt. This didn't have either of those.
Yo, it didn't. In fact, I even discussed with Adam, like, do you want to try cooking it in butter? And Adam said, you know what, let's do it the traditional Mexican way, or at least for what we've seen. And so,
a little bit of oil on the griddle is all. So it wasn't that we wanted to cook it, we just wanted to get it cooked, get it really, just warm up those kernels. And Brett, this was spot on. And so I will say, so happy to have a new way to eat this corn. This was awesome. The Mexican street corn, they do it right south of the border in Mexico. Lo hacen muy bueno. Muchas gracias. La comida es muy rica. Y el maíz, fantástico.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Because he doesn't know how. But this was excellent. Thank you so much for watching this. If you did enjoy this, make sure and give us a thumbs up. However, if you didn't like it, give us a thumbs down 2 times because we know what? You know what? We know it's not for everybody, and maybe we didn't nail this one. One thing we've appreciated, we love taking authentic dishes from other countries and doing our own take on it. And we really appreciate and respect other cultures. And when people do it to perfection, we respect that and we love that. We did our take on this.
Yep.
We love this. But Brett, let's go ahead and get up out of here. But
Yes.
aside from coming though to do this amazing street corn, why else did we come out here to do this?
Because all we do is twin.
No matter what. And with that, we bid you adieu.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And griddle on.